it's like you can't take it. So even if your face responds, I'm okay with that. I want it to look like there's some tension. Yeah, as opposed to like, this is beautiful. It's beautiful, but there's some beauty even in tension sometimes. Okay?
My name is Laurie M. Taylor, and I am the Artistic Director of Laurie M. Taylor Soul Movement. My particular dance style is very eclectic. It is a fusion of styles that represent my cultural background. There are elements of like Liberian sukus, makossa, and azonto styles, especially in the pelvis. I'm very, very inspired by music. Musicality is a benchmark in my work. It sets the tone for how I create and choreograph. It's very inspiring to me to vibe with the sounds that I hear and what the musicians are creating and create a conversation with the music as opposed to just dancing to the music. The new work I'm creating and working on now is Visions/Victory. It's a working title, work in progress. And the work basically is a story of victory through movement. The idea that we go through things in life, but we don't have to fight so hard to triumph. We don't have to fight so hard to have victory. I speak frequently in movement through a very feminine perspective. So there's a lot of curves, there's a lot of cheeky movements. I've been really utilizing the personalities of the dancers who are in the work and bringing their natural movement sensibilities into the choreography to expand the idea of the sort of feminine, confident, victorious person.
All of that. The cheekiness comes out of the confidence of knowing that you're already victorious. Right. Like, exhale on it. And landing good. 5, 6.
I feel like the way that the dancers are embodying my style choreographically is by really learning to embrace the nuance of the style as opposed to regurgitating or sort of mimicking a style. I really encourage them to get more internal about how they're approaching the movement as a means to bring forth the honesty of the movement. One of the ways I end up doing that is by relating like normal everyday type examples like when you're tired or when you're mad, or joking and playing around. Because to me, the human sensibility is also the artistic sensibility, because before we're artists, we're also human. And so by keeping things as real and as accessible as possible, that's a way to build the choreography in a way to make it real and accessible to the dancers who are learning it.
Like, there's a swag about winning. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes being on the front line is like, I gotta shave my head, me, last year. You're battling. And then some battles are, you get to a point when you're battling that you don't have to fight so hard.
Sometimes when you're creating, your work speaks and then you understand the message at the end. I think that was a challenge for me initially because I wasn't clear on that message, but ultimately as I saw the movement, the message became more clear. I would love for this piece to be seen by many, many people. I would also love for it to be featured at jazz festivals and for people to see music in a movement context. That's really important to me, that dance arts be more relatable and accessible in our society instead of being compartmentalized like, oh, that's music or that's dance or that's, you know, visual arts, but to really have a more interdisciplinary exposure for dance is really my goal with this piece. I also want people to be inspired. I want women to be empowered, but overall I want everyone to be inspired by the message of the work.